Got hit by something. Need to get out. Damn, fuck. Oh, come on. What? Yo, camera! Dude, that was like a fucking high IQ move. Probably do that first. Kind of funny that we had a teammate in there. We really didn't need it. Wait, is that the host from earlier? Ooh. Is that the host who kept resummoning? Or is that another one? Can't tell. Insane fucking combo. Camera, don't leave me. Oh yeah, great players. Probably the same guy. I missed that. Camera, dude. I'm pretty sure it was the same host from earlier. Science behind it, why it feels so different, and why you prefer 2D over 3D. But I'll just start by saying that 3D is one of those like avenue of new technology that tried to replace it, but that didn't replace it. And now as for the reason why 3D doesn't feel as good as 2D, when you're talking about 2D animation, what happens is you have frames that are drawn individually from one key moment in an action to another key moment. We call these keyframes, but what's important to understand is that when an animator is making a keyframe, they're making like the start of a movement and the end of a movement. After that, there's a lot of like in-betweens, there's a lot of like, you know, follow-up of additional movement, like, you know, the movement of a cape, something like that. But at the core, what's important to understand is that movements are dissected by like beginning and ending, and then everything that comes in between. Where the magic comes in, where the science comes in, is that you're not gonna get a full fluid motion of a movement. You know, when you're taking a camera and you're filming someone doing a movement, your brain does not have to process, or like your brain doesn't have to guess what the movement looks like, because the movement is like right here in front of you. All the frames, all the details of a specific movement is laid out for you to see. Whereas with 2D animation, your brain has to fill the gap between everything that's on screen. So the brain filling the gap is actually like a big part of why 2D animation looks so good and why 3D animation does not look as good, because 3D animation has to replicate every detail that you would see in a real movement. You'd have to get every little detail that's part of it, which is why, like, for instance, the recent Spider-Man verse thingy, I forgot what it's called. I haven't seen it, but I know that they've made that with very low frame rate for the characters. And the reason why they do that, yes, it's an artistic choice, but it's to leave the brain the function of filling the gap between one frame to the next. And that's why some things look good and you feel like it looks good. That's like the explanation behind it. It's probably the others soon. Yeah. Okay, he has that sword. They're kind of scrubbish, man. Alright, let's focus on this animation. This invasion. Let's kill them. Alright, let's kill these scrubs. Let me grab some pots. Need to craft them first. There you go. Okay, guys, let's get it. Let's beat them up. Got to be careful, though. Gotta take our time. Well, that's gonna be harder. Well, I didn't say anything. Okay, well, that's GG. G strongest animator. Well, I mean, I did major in 2D animation, but like I said,